This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network.
This is the Big and Lazy Podcast. Y'all know me, I'm Big. And we got some special guests. 502 Sneaker Plugs. Man, welcome to the set, man.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, no problem. I'm going to let y'all introduce yourselves, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I'm Ethan, 502 Sneaker Plug. I started the company last January. I'm the head of sneakers and do a little bit of clothing as well, but mainly just the sneakers.
I'm Josh. Me and him both run 502 Fitted. It's the clothing page. We're a partnership with him. And I'll let you go to it.
I'm Connor. I do the vintage. I help out with the shoes. I do it all. I run 502 Fitted with him, and then I help out with 502 Sneaker Plug a lot.
So do y'all got a separate Instagram page, 502
We got
Fitted?
two. So we got a 502 Fitted, which is all clothing,
Mhm.
and then we got a 502 Sneaker Plug.
It basically encapsulates everything in the store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you say, how long y'all been at like the actual storefront? Like,
We opened July 28th.
oh, okay,
this
that's
year, so
dope.
a little bit less than a month ago now.
Oh, okay. How's it like? What was the process of like finding the spot? Like, was that a tedious process? How was that?
The spot, I worked with a good family friend. He owns his own company for a while, and a spot that he owned opened up, and it was kind of a junker. And he said if I put the work into it to renovate the space, so I worked on it from April, May, June, and then all the way till the end of July, and completely flipped the space around, and now paying rent on that. But we're getting a good deal, so we can run it out of there. And it's a small space, but it's a good start.
Okay. So, like, how'd y'all get started in the shoe game? Like, how'd y'all get started, like, in the clothes? Like, how did y'all get started and come together?
Go ahead, Ethan.
So it was really my cousin, Kevin. He had a good sneaker collection growing up, and he was always getting new stuff in, and just I'd see all his shoes, and I thought it was crazy, and I wanted to have that on my own, and I didn't realize there was a market for it. I just was a big fan of the fashion aspect of it, and then as I got older, I was kind of looking for some money. I started needing that money as I became a teenager, and was looking in my closet for some old shoes. I had some Jordans, and I just threw them on Poshmark, and within like 10 minutes, I made $50 off each of them, and I was like, dang, I just made $100. So I grabbed one more pair, put it on there, another $50 in like 30 minutes, and I was like, is there a market for this? So I started researching and found out that it's huge, and I didn't even realize that you could resell. I liked the hype culture and the streetwear culture, but I didn't realize that there was actually like money to be made there, and that's where I really clicked with it and started doing it.
Oh, okay.
Mine was kind of similar to him, except it was very recently. I was walking around as like a broke college kid, and I would go visit my friends at other schools. They would always go shopping before we went out, and I was like, hey, there's a big market for this. How can I get into it? Reach out to some people, and got into it, the clothing wise.
For me, it's always been just personal collecting. I've always liked shoes and clothes, always been into it, everything. Recently, when COVID hit, the market for vintage went up, and I was already into it and already liking it, so I started selling it and been doing good ever since with it.
So why you think during COVID the vintage went up? Like, is it
TikTok,
really?
100% TikTok.
TikTok, that's a lot of
Yeah,
influence.
Dunks went up because of TikTok.
And
Yeah.
money. People were getting checks during
Oh, God.
I think-
Carhartt kind of blew up with TikTok
Uh-huh.
a little bit. I mean, there's brands. Carhartt's been around forever. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big brand. But I'm just saying it got popping. Like,
Yeah,
Carhartt sells good for me. There's certain things. Marlboro came back in style.
The cigarette?
Yep. Marlboro
They
clothing.
got their clothes? They got clothes?
I like
okay.
vintage clothing.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Stuff
uh-huh.
like that. Any Louisville and Kentucky, I mean, we got Kentucky and Louisville gear out the wazoo. So
Uh-huh.
if you need it, come get it. We sell that all the time as a good mover for us. But that's what I'm saying with TikTok, definitely helped.
I think that whole 80s, 90s like culture came back around like with TikTok. People started liking it, and I think that's really where it roots from. Is at 89.
TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm not a TikTok person either.
I'm not really a TikTok person either. I can.
Nah.
when they was talking about banning TikTok, I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, no, I can do without it.
Yeah, I can do without.
Yeah.
As so what's y'all grails, man? What's the like y'all the cream of the crop? Like if you ain't already got it, like a shoe that you want, you already got.
Show them feet.
I've got two. The UNC off-white ones. The blue ones. That's like my number one, I guess you could say, just because that came out right as I was in like middle school and really started getting into it and watching all the videos and stuff. And it was always so expensive, and I've tried to get my hands on them for a good price and just haven't come around it yet. And then my second one, got him on today.
There you go.
Travis Scott Fragment Lows. That's like, I like him just as much, but I consider it like number two because it's a little newer than the other ones. I've liked the other ones for longer, so I put these at number two, and I picked them up for a good price today, and probably going to eventually flip them, but for now I'm going to get my wares out of them, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about you, guys? What about y'all?
Go ahead.
Y'all grill? What's the top? It could be clothes, shoe. Shoe. What's
I
the?
say the grill right now in clothing is Hellstar because basically nobody can get their hands on it because they do really random drops, and you have to know people to get them links and like get the early access to the drops. So Hellstar is probably the grill of clothing right now.
Okay.
For me,
What about Palm Angels? Y'all, my little sister likes Palm. She's y'all age.
That's hard to get too.
Palm
It is.
Angels is hard to get, but it's just super expensive. Like
Yeah.
it's super over what people are willing to pay for it.
Yeah, retail
So,
like 1,000.
yeah.
Really?
Sometimes on certain stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So my sister got some money.
You must get some
That's what
money.
it sounds like.
Yeah, because it gets packaged to the house all the fucking time.
Yeah.
She don't really come out of her room much, but when she comes out fly.
She like antisocial.
Yeah, she's antisocial. Yeah.
Well, the antisocial, there's a brand. There's,
Oh, does she like it? Okay, yeah.
there's an antisocial social club, is what it's called.
Yeah, okay.
That sells well too. So
Uh-huh.
it's a lot of people during COVID that blew up too because everybody was in the house. Everybody went antisocial in the world. So that brand blew up. I mean,
Yeah.
skyrocketed. Their t-shirts, they go crazy too. They got some dope colorways, dope designs, stuff like that.
So what's your grail shoe, Connor?
My girl shoe, definitely the Off-White Air Max. I just love Air Max. That's my favorite shoe ever. And
Is it
then,
the Off-White Air Max?
Yeah.
Which ones?
I like the black ones, just the black, and then
The 90s?
yeah. And
Oh,
then,
okay.
And then my personal like grail that I have, white cement fours. That's my all-time favorite shoes. My first Jordan I ever got. So
Really?
yeah.
Oh, okay. That's dope.
So
I like the 4s, the 5s, but my favorite Jordan is the 12s, man. I love them. The Flu Game 12, the Flu Games is coming out next year. It's some big releases.
Yeah, next year is going to be
White cement's
racking
coming
people's
back out.
pockets.
Really?
yeah.
Okay, that's the day I come back out.
Yeah.
The Galaxy Foams. I hope I can pray to the Lord.
Yeah.
I know I was
You say you a big foam guy?
Yep, I'm a big foam guy. Yep, they comfortable. They, I'm not really a hype guy. So, like you said, they not as hype right now, and it's kind of like because I wore my Weathermans. I got a story about that. He's, oh man, I ain't seen a pair of foams.
Yeah.
I get more compliments on my foams than anything. But I was playing 2K back in 2020. I didn't not really a gamer, but my guy on there had the Weathermans. I said, I'm gonna get. I always wanted a pair, and I found a seller on a Facebook Market, and I got me a pair. So it was. I ain't gonna say it's my grill, but
Yeah.
Everybody got their own style.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, foams are so different than anything else. They stand out. You see 50 people
Subscribe
walk
now.
by, you'll know who's wearing a foam faucet.
Yep. Okay, so how did you get how'd y'all get the capital to get you said you bought 72 pairs. Like how did you get how did this
Really just from sneakers.
Uh-huh.
I started last year, I had nothing at the beginning of the year. I started working a job at the end of the year before that, and I started getting a job pretty young. Like I was 13, and I just would save up my money a lot. I wasn't buying myself a bunch of expensive stuff. I was just kind of saving it until I needed it for something. And when I found out that there was a market for shoes, I put all my money into it, and it's paid off a lot. I've gotten scammed a couple times off of just different deals, but yeah, just spend 500, make 700, spend 700, make 1,000, all the way until to the point now where we're spending 14 grand in a day like we did today.
No shit. So how'd you get scammed? Like, could you talk about a time you took a loss, or how
There's different ways. The most annoying way I'd say is the people online. I hope everyone in their heart is good, but you can't always assume that when you don't know somebody and you can't see a face on a screen. So I sent somebody $400 one time for some shoes to send, and he brought them to UPS on the phone with me. And right after I sent the payment, he blocked me, and I never heard from him again. And I sent him the money willingly, so you can't get a refund.
Right.
And then there's fake shoes, which are going like that nowadays. There's fakes of every single expensive shoe you could want, and even the general release stuff has it now. But I mean, there was a girl I met, and she brought me like, I spent $2,500 on her, and they were all fake when I got home. It was like dark out, met at a gas station, went through them all, made a price, went home. I'm looking at them, and not good. I lost all that money.
Oh, wow. Like, and I noticed, like, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but the fakes, back in my day, I graduated high school, 08. Like, so back in my, like, the fakes was terrible back then, but these fakes, oh my God, these is, you know what I mean?
Good now. They got the quality now. They got everything on them now. The only thing, like, that's how it's hard for us. So sometimes we're in a position where we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Some shoes where it's like we look at it and we might think it's real, but it's not real. There's a good thing. There's apps now that you can check everything. So he can send in a picture of the shoes. They'll either you pay a little fee or you wait a certain time. They'll send you back, say they're good or not. So that helps us out a little bit too.
It sucks to get scammed, but it does help you figure out. You see, oh, dang, these are fake.
Yeah.
And then you kind of like make the adjustments. You see, like, this is what's fake on it. This is what's off. So I had no idea back then, but especially since opening a store, it's something you need to know. I can't be buying fakes and selling fakes. So I've gotten a lot better at being able to look at a shoe and tell off of it whether it's real or fake. I've called out a couple. I haven't gotten any fakes in yet that I've bought, luckily, so far. And everything I've thought was fake ended up being fake. So we're getting good at it. Connor's gained a lot of knowledge. He already knew a lot, and Josh has gained a lot of knowledge in clothing. But again, he's just now getting into shoes. So he's gotten a lot better with clothing since we've started for sure. But clothing's hard. There's no app for it.
Right.
Because it's really just like the quality, the material of the shirt and stuff. So they can't tell on a picture. So you got to like look at it in person and really know your shit on that.
They even fake do they fake the vintage stuff too?
It's kind of hard
sometimes. So, they're now coming back out with like reprints.
Yeah.
So it's screen printed T-shirts now. Like even TJ Maxx sells race car tees that are all over race car tees, but they're not the vintage race car tee.
Right.
And it's just a difference in that. So sometimes people will even bring that into our store, and it's like they're trying to sell a tee that came out last year, and it's like that's not what we are about with the vintage in that aspect. So we might not take that, but we might take something that's from 1990 that has been stuffed in that closet forever. That's the vintage aspect of it, and it sells different. So,
and we're actually in talks to try to develop an app for that will legit check clothes. It's just super hard because the dimensions in the fabric can't really capture like on a camera because you have to be personally there to feel it.
So y'all trying to get your own app started?
We're
trying
to.
Okay.
Yeah. That's long term, but yeah, definitely.
Because I follow somebody on Instagram, and he smells like he said you could smell the difference in the glue.
On shoes, definitely. You can. Really? So even with a new pair too, like sometimes people will say this is new and it's not new. He can smell it right away and tell if it's factory or not, like straight from the factory, the smell or not, because you can just tell off a new shoe or not. And
even with new shoes, though, it's like you smell something. Like, not even just a shoe. It sounds kind of stupid when you say, oh, I smelled the shoe and I can tell it's fake. But, like, imagine smelling the same scent every time you get in your car every single day. And then one day you get in and it's, like, similar, but it's not the same. You'd pick up on it. And that's kind of how it is with sneakers. Like, it's the exact same smell every time from Nike. And then a different factory makes almost the same exact shoe, but you sniff it and it's, like, you can just tell.
Yeah.
It's a different
weird.
smell.
It's weird.
So how do y'all feel about people wearing fakes and counterfeits? Like, how do you? I think it's kind of corny if you ask me. I think
it's kind of like, I think sometimes if you're not knowledgeable enough to know it's fake, you can get away with it. Like if you're at the park and you see somebody wearing it and you're like, oh my God, that's crazy. He must be super rich. And it like makes you kind of look wealthy.
Yeah.
But when you know what you're doing, and a lot of the people who are wearing the expensive shoes know other people that are wearing those expensive shoes, whether they're real or fake. And then it kind of makes them look like a cornball. Like when you see somebody walking around in a $1,200 pair of shoes, but you can tell they're fake. It's like, why are you trying to look rich when like just wear something that you can afford? Like it's kind of like it's kind of like a novelty to be able to afford something expensive, and that's kind of what makes it so cool is that you can say that, oh yeah, I've wanted this for so long, I've saved up, it's something I've always wanted, and now I got it, and it's kind of just like you see somebody buys it for $5, you're like, what's the fun in that?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask y'all this. So what is the most overhyped? What would you say is the most overhyped sneaker or clothing? Like,
Connor, what do you think?
Overhyped for me, Supreme. Supreme was overhyped for a while. They're dying down now, but Supreme was up there for a while. It was crazy. I mean, hoodies were selling for thousands. 1,500 on a hoodie, and it's just, I never personally liked it. I get it's just as Supreme with a box.
Yeah.
It's nothing big to me.
Me personally, everybody loves it right now, like I said earlier, but I think Hellstar is super overhyped for the designs that they come out with. It's just not.
So I'm not
that
even
cool
hitting.
to
I don't
me.
even know. I'm about to loop. I don't even know what that is. Hellstar. I may have
It's a newer one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they just
very
came out
new.
recently, but
Yeah.
they kind of got like a all over print design usually, or something like that, graphic tee looking on that. But I mean, their stuff's cool. They got some good stuff. Ethan, what you think?
If people are watching this video and they're keeping up with the sneaker market, they're gonna think I'm crazy. But I think CPFM is kind of a little bit overrated for what they do. That and Supreme, Connor doesn't agree with me, I can tell. But just the what they're blowing up on right now is they do crazy things. But then right now they've got these Air Forces that came out. It's like a regular white Air Force, but they just have CPFM going down the side of it in white lettering, and they're going for like $500. And I can't stand that. And the Supreme Air Forces that just have normal shoe, but it says Supreme right here on the, like, it's like, come on, that's so similar to an $80 shoe, and they're selling for $500. Like,
they're not similar.
So who had the big red boots? Who was that? The big.
Oh my God, those are
A lot of people have had them. So Mischief made them.
Okay, that's right.
Is
Who was
Curator, he does
Cardi?
that. But I hate those.
Me too.
Those are the ugliest. Those are the ugliest thing ever to ever come out.
I think Yeezys overall is just kind of like I never got the hype.
Yeezys too. I don't.
I love Yeezys.
Really?
I think they're just so comfortable. The comfort aspect. The look of it is a little outdated. It didn't hold well with time, but the actual just comfortability of them, like I could wear them. I wear them almost every single day.
Okay. I don't know. I think it's a lot of. Ain't they selling them on Temu now? Like the
It's not comfortable at all, though. That's the easiest thing to legit check for me.
Yeah.
You can feel it. It's just hard as a rock. And then the real ones, it's like so smooth, like nobody can recreate the boost in them like Adidas does.
Oh, okay. So what's your favorite Jordan? Like what's your favorite, number, color? What would y'all say?
What's yours?
Mine?
Yeah.
Right now, the most popular are 3s and 4s, but in my opinion, I think 1s are the best.
Yeah.
It's just so classic, and they're pretty comfortable, and they just it's the Jordan. It's the Jordan.
So no to mids. I heard Jordan mids are.
I don't like mids.
Yeah, I heard that's like the kind of it's either lows or the highs. I don't.
Yeah.
No mids, huh?
I like the highs the best, and then the lows. I don't like the lows. I mean, I'm wearing lows right now, but these are like a special one. But like on a regular release pair of shoes, Jordan 1 highs are probably my favorite, and then 4s, 3s, 11s, and 6s have grown a lot on me since I've started reselling. I never really liked them in the beginning, but now
I like 6s.
Like I said earlier, I've never been a huge sneakerhead because I always wear big sizes. Unless you got NBA money, it's hard to get your hands on a lot of them. But I've always liked 12s and Jordan 12s.
I like it 12s.
Really the only ones I've been able to get, honestly. So that's it.
For me, it's definitely 4s. I've got a bunch of 4s in my collection. Second favorite, 11s. I love 11s too. So,
what's your favorite 4s?
My favorite 4s are the white cements. That's right.
The white
what
cements.
I started with. So but my overall,
I think I seen your Instagram
and the Thunders, the black and yellow ones. I'm a Steelers fan, so I love.
I'm sorry to hear
too. What you a fan of?
Green Bay.
All right. Yeah.
Why are there no Colts fans around here?
I don't know. It should be.
I'm a big Colts fan. My dad grew up in Indiana, so I've grown up a Colts fan. But I swear, nobody's ever a Colts fan around here.
Right. You would think we just 2 hours away.
Right. Yeah.
Green Bay's solid. It's hard to stay a fan of them when they choke every year, but
oh my God! Don't get me started, man.
Jeez.
Every year, man. Just every year, man. This choke job. That year we had we was at home and we had Tom Brady. Oh man, just every year. Aaron Rodgers, I love him, but he just a choke. Choke 3 years in a row. Then we lost to Detroit to make it to the playoffs at home. San Francisco the year after that. I don't know. They blame it on the defense, but if you pick Tom Brady off 3 times in the second half and you don't win the game, that's the quarterback. That's not the defense.
What do you think about Jordan Love?
I like Jordan Love. I would have held off giving that big contract, but I don't know. I like Jordan Love. But the thing is, though, our skill position players, like, we don't really pay our skill position players. Like, Aaron Rodgers was there for, 18 years, 17 years, and the only time they drafted a skill position player in the first round was
Cobb.
No, it wasn't Randall Cobb.
Jordan Nelson?
No, it wasn't Jordan Nelson. It was the Jordan Love, his backup. That's the only time we spent. That's the only time we spent the first round pick on a tight end receiver, our running back, our quarterback. It was
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That is wild, yeah.
So I don't know, but I think I seen you on Instagram in the What the Fours. Do you like the What the Fours?
Yeah.
I liked. I had those for a while. I had them baby blue and black ones for a little minute, but I don't hold on to my Jordans at all. I don't. They ain't that comfortable to me. I didn't got old, you know.
They're not. They're not.
Air
the most
Max
comfortable.
that's my favorite shoe. They're comfortable as can be.
What about you like the fives? I love the fives.
I
That's
do like
my
the fives.
favorite.
I got the metallic fives.
Which ones? The metallic, the green ones?
Nah, they're the black with the gray and red.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So where do y'all see yourselves, man? Where do y'all just started a business? So where do y'all see yourselves in a year, man? What do y'all see?
You know, me and Connor were kind of just talking about that on the way here. We both are big dreamers. We have we put our mind to something, I feel like, and we accomplish it as quick as possible. And I'm not saying just me and Connor. I'm saying Josh too. We were talking about it. But I mean, if you would have told me last year when I started this brand that I would be on a podcast right now talking about the store I just opened up last month, I would have never believed you. And I can see us being in a crazy place a year from now that we could never imagine now. But our goal is to be the #1 seller in Kentucky and then eventually get to be the whole East Coast, be the #1. We compete with some of the big brands, but we've got the fairest prices right now. We're going to keep it that way forever, for sure.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you being honored to come on our podcast, man.
Definitely.
So where do you see yourself, you know, in
In a year, I mean, I just got into this.
Yeah.
So I won't try to say I'm some big, seller, but I just think staying consistent with anything you do, trying to get 1% better every day, every week, that's all I can do. And it compounds over time. So as long as I stay consistent with everything, I mean, there's nothing that can stop us for real.
Consistency is the key, man. To anybody out there, podcasters, shoe sellers, musicians, entrepreneurs, consistency is the key. That's the cheat code, consistency. Whatever you do, be consistent with it. Working out, whatever you're doing, stay consistent. And while you're at it, subscribe to our YouTube, Big and Lazy Pod. Instagram is Big and Lazy Pod. TikTok, Twitter, Facebook.
Lazy.
Anywhere you can find podcasts, you can find us. Y'all want to check our socials out?
My social 502 Fitted or Connor Dick 7. You can follow me on either one. Hit us up for any questions or anything y'all got about the store.
502 Fitted or Josh Posey 1. That's my personal. So like he said, just hit us up if you got any questions.
502.sneakerplug on Instagram. Starting to get on TikTok a little bit. And then my personal is Ethan Skis. You'll find it if you go to the shoe Instagram. But I just want to say thank you again for having us.
No, we ain't done. We just mid-break. We ain't done. We still got about to go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead. We ain't done.
I was just going to say, if any of y'all are looking to collab and you're from Louisville, stuff like this, we love to do it. I'm sure he does too. Just help both of us out, get the name out there for y'all and for us. We want to be involved in the community. And I'm sure if you're a growing business around here too, you got the same idea. So we'll work with y'all.
Yeah, any local clothing brands, if you guys want to send us some of your pieces, see if it would be something we could add to the store. We definitely want to work with a lot of local clothing brands. So.
Oh, okay. And we might be a middleman of that,
Definitely.
So I'm gonna get into your background a little bit. You said you was in half. Tell the audience. You said you was half college. Like, that's unique as fuck, man. Go on and.
So basically, after last year, I finished up my actual college or my high school credits I needed to graduate. So I applied because of my grades and my academics and whatever, I was able to do something called JCTC, which is Jefferson County Technical College or Community Technical College. I don't know exactly. And I was taking 2 college classes a semester through the high school at the high school. And then since I did good enough in that grades wise, I mean, you just had to like pass your classes. I'm now eligible to go to Jefferson, the actual college campus in Carrollton. And that I'm taking 2 days a week, 3 classes a semester. So by the end of the year, I'll have taken 6 college classes and be done with, credit-wise, a full year and a half of college.
That's amazing right there. I've never heard of nothing like that. You know, you halfway done with, a year done with college and you ain't even got there yet. That's amazing, bro.
It helps out with running a business because, I mean, gives you a lot more free time when you can do some work on your computer while also running a business instead of just being at school 5 days a week, held there all day.
So, okay, as far as like you said, you excel so much in your business. Do y'all feel like any hate, any like shade to be thrown to y'all? Like, because with success comes hate and shade. Do y'all feel that? Does it?
I feel like in the beginning, and now it's starting to get reversed. There was a lot of people that I went to school with, and I mean, still currently, that they wouldn't follow the Instagram and stuff, and they kind of thought it was funny, like, oh, this kid's selling shoes, and they'd kind of like act like they were supportive of it, but wouldn't follow the page and wouldn't actually buy anything. I mean, they would go buy the same shoe for $80 more just because they wouldn't take me seriously. And now that they see I've got the store and stuff, I've got a lot of people, congratulations on the store, I'm going to pull up soon. And that's so crazy. I can't believe you actually did this. Everybody talks about it, and you actually did it. Just like stuff like that, I can tell I know who was there in the beginning and who was supported back then and who's switching up just because we're doing good now.
Oh, okay. So do y'all got like an online? Can they shop online, or is it all just
coming soon?
It's coming soon.
Website.
Like a website.
You can always DM either of the pages if you want to have us ship something out to you. We can always work with you in the DMs. But as far as website, it's coming soon.
All of our inventory gets posted on Instagram, prices, sizing, all that, and then obviously we ship across the U.S. and you can reach us by swiping up on a story with when we post stuff or reaching out to us on our DMs. But yeah, right now, besides that, we're just in store, but we're working on developing a website so that anybody across the U.S. has no hesitation with just placing an order on there instead of going through some Instagram page.
Oh, okay. So, excuse me. So, what was I about to say? I forgot. Man, blew my mind. You're getting old, man. I'm losing my mind. What was I about to say?
I don't know.
I see you rocking the bait, man. Is that... Appreciate
yes, sir. That's one of my favorite brands right here. So clothing wise, I'd say Bape and Kith are up there for me. The quality just on them, I love it. Bape for me has always been a big thing since Pharrell. Pharrell, it was Lil Wayne had the jacket. Yeah, back then the Bapesters were going crazy. That's one thing that I want in my collection. I don't got Bapestas.
Are they still around?
They're still around.
They just got hit with a lawsuit by Nike, though.
Really?
Copying their designs.
After all these years?
Yeah, like 15 years late, but yeah.
No shit.
Copying the Air Force One.
Y'all remember, what was his name? In the Hellcat. Remember he had the little knockoff Jordan ones? Yeah, they hit his ass, though. But
is that, he got the lightning bolt or something?
Yeah, the little lightning bolt on it. Yeah. He lost that lawsuit. So, Nike sued Bape after all these years?
Yep.
Huh.
They're going after everybody now.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard they're losing a lot of money. Nike, is that true?
Well, they're doing it differently. So they're taking Nike out of Foot Locker. They're taking it out of Finish Line. They're taking it out of Dick's. They're taking it out of a lot of places where Nike's going to open their own store, and then they're going to sell it straight from Nike. They don't want other retail stores selling their products no more. They don't want that, because that's why the whole restock, their whole StockX market, it's crazy because people are going and getting stuff from Foot Locker and Finish Line and then selling it on StockX. But if you go and get it from Nike and they're only going to make a certain amount of pairs, you're not going to be able to sell it on StockX for any more than it is on Nike. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to reset the whole market. So they have dropped their stocks down, actually, if anybody's in their stock. Their stock's down and it's going back up, but they're doing it where there's only limited drops now. They're coming out with everything that was hype and they're remaking it again so that the price goes back to normal. They're just trying to reset the market is all they're doing.
So how do y'all feel about bots? Like people, is that still a thing?
I hate bots, but
do you know people? Is that a real
it's
thing?
a real thing.
I've never gotten into it. It's annoying for me because I can't manually hit any of the stuff that I want because
Yeah.
people are on there with 1,000 bots. But I know that they spend like crazy amounts of money to hit on these releases. And now with the Nike prices of shoes, I mean, a couple years ago you could go to the mall and find a random pair of shoes on a shelf and resell it, make 15, 20 bucks. Now it's like Jordans are coming out and they're sitting on shelves and they're going for under the retail price. But so botting has gone down in the ability to do it, but I mean, people still on the good releases, they say they're fighting it on the websites, but you see people getting 50 pairs of the same shit when I can't get one.
Because it seems like, Jordans was hard to get. Then it seems like that to answer that, Jordan makes more of the shoe than it falls out. Then is that a true like that cycle? Like
Yeah, it's kind of like a trend. Like certain shoes like were super popular back then, and then they went out of style, and then they bring one back, and it's like, okay, like the fours became super popular in the last 4 years. And nobody cared about fours, and then all of a sudden they're like the number one shoe now. But like then they make so many colorways of them, and then people kind of get bored of it, and they moved on to Dunks, and then they moved on to SBs, and they just start generating so many pairs in every colorway of the same shoe, and people get tired of it.
Release I'm excited for next year. I forgot about this. But besides the Galaxy Phone Pods, the Nike PlayStation, the PlayStation Air Force Ones.
Oh yeah,
They're coming back out.
Those coming back out.
Yeah,
Really?
I haven't even seen that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
They dropped in. Well, they didn't drop in high school. It was like a limited release.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wanted those so bad, but I'm not paying $300-$400. It was crazy.
They're more than that. Now.
Yeah.
They're like 3 bands right now.
Yeah, they coming back out next year.
They're releasing some crazy.
Yeah,
stuff
they're coming
next
out.
year.
They coming out the bag. Yeah, they said because I was reading. I follow up people on Instagram. They say they losing money, so they come and get a cash. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't see Nike losing though. I think
they ain't losing. That's what I'm saying. They ain't losing. They just resetting it all. So it looks like they're losing. They're taking all. You gotta think how much they're making from Foot Locker and Finish Line and all them places, and they're taking their name out of all that, so they're losing money from them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't paying them no more.
Their margins are stupid at Nike too. Like any shoe retailer, they spend probably $5 to $7 on a shoe, and they're putting it at $200. Like
they ain't losing money.
It's a lot worse with clothing.
Yeah,
really.
In terms of margins, it's crazy margins. Like Billionaire Studios, this new brand that's out, they're probably making their shirts for maybe at the most $8 or $9 for wholesale price, and they charge like $150 retail on their site right now. It's crazy.
We were just talking about that last episode. Like a lot of people that like maybe a local clothing line, they got a Gildan shirt with their logo on it, and that shirt costs $5 and they charge you $25. But Gucci and other brands, they paying $10 if that for a shirt, and they charge you $200-$300. So who's getting a better deal? I never got that, but I never got that. I don't know. I'm not really big into designer though. I'm a t-shirt, Amazon t-shirt. But I shoes, I don't cut corners on the shoes. But if I was clothing line, because I see it like every so many years, like the stuff is hot this summer. This month it's gonna be on clearance rack. You know what I mean?
100%.
It's all about brand awareness and what brands people care about at the certain moment. Like, I bet you Billionaire Studios would be gone in 4 months, maybe.
I never heard. I'm lost, man.
Like Hellstar, you've never heard of Hellstar, so that's what I'm saying. That's a big one right now, and it won't be big for that long. It's just
and Denim Tears got hyped up like a year ago. It's already starting to die off.
Yeah.
So who's for your guy? Who was that? What clothing was that?
That's Jared Lorenzo. He's a like artist for clothes. He does shoes stuff, but I think he only works with Nike or Adidas, right? Ethan, is that
Fear
right?
God's.
He only works
Nike.
Adidas.
It's Adidas. No, it's Adidas. He so the big shoes, the big basketball shoes that come up to like your ankle.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Fear Gods that they made?
Yeah.
He's the one that made those. He produces like Essentials, that brand. He does all that. But I mean, all his stuff, I like it. It's all good.
Let me ask y'all this: what current basketball players other than Jordan, like Curtis, currently playing like got the best sneaker line?
Anthony Edwards and probably LeBron.
Anthony Edwards is
them Anthony Edwards is nice.
Yeah, they real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie was for a while, but
Kyrie and
no longer at Nike.
Yeah.
Paul George,
Kyrie
his shoes is
and Kobe
underrated.
got the best basketball shoes though.
Yeah, I like them Kobe 6s. I had the black snakeskin. Oh my god,
Kobe's best basketball shoe ever.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe.
I liked the Paul Georges when they was hot. I liked them. I think those was underrated, but
Did y'all like the high top Kobe's? The one that came? I didn't like.
I like
those.
low tops when I'm playing. I like snug on my foot. I don't like it above my ankle.
Did y'all get the Kobe Grinches? Did y'all?
I had some reverse Grinches. I didn't hit them for retail, but I've never even had a Grinch. It's such a hard shoe to get your hand on.
LeBron 15 is my favorite basketball shoe to play in, just because of how the snugness is on your ankle. I don't remember. Remember like the black and the gold ones? You remember those? Where it's like equality on the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Yep, there we go.
That's that Fear of God basketball shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to the producer, man, B. Haywood, man. He just always on top of his game. I like the LeBron 9s. When they gonna retro them, man? LeBron, I said they retro the 1s. They need to retro the 9s.
Yeah.
I just sold, I had about 50 pairs of LeBrons. I sold off of them all yesterday. I like LeBrons. They're not like a streetwear shoe for a lot of people. It's more of a hoop shoe where Jordan started out as a hoop shoe and became a streetwear shoe. But, I mean, they're great to play basketball in, but some people do wear them on the streets, and I like them.
So you sold 50 pairs in one day?
Well, yesterday I sold, I think it was like 12 pairs of LeBrons. But yesterday I kind of liquidated some inventory. Every couple of weeks I'll liquidate like 100 pairs and make room to kind of, sometimes I won't make great margins on it, but I'll just flip that money back into new stuff so that somebody that's looking for something that we don't have, 2 weeks later they'll look and we've got completely new stuff available for them.
Oh, okay. So how do you find your bulk deals? You ain't got to give your secret out if you don't want to. But
that's secret.
Oh, okay. Top secret. Okay.
That one's secret.
Yeah.
That's off camera. That's going to be on our Patreon, man. You got to pay extra for that.
Yeah, subscribe.
So this is the Big and Lazy podcast. Like, who would y'all like to see? If y'all could see anybody on here, but y'all got to be able to make the call and hook us up, who would you like to be a good fit? You know, everybody can give me one of you. Like, you know, who would be a good fit?
I think
you said somebody that we can make the call to.
Yeah, you know, somebody. But
I think we can get a high school basketball coach on here.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
I think we can do that.
Who?
Any of them.
Anybody?
I know a couple of them, but I'm saying I feel like that would be a good audience for you and to come out them how they maybe started their coaching career and stuff like that. I think that'd be dope for me to watch because I want to get into that coaching.
I mean, I talked about him earlier, but my cousin Kevin, who's really into shoes, he's starting to get back into it. He went out of it for a little bit, but he's trying to become an electrician. But it's like, I mean, it's a cool job, but he's a cool dude. Like, he's up to date with all his stuff, music, clothing, sneakers, and everything, and he's trying to become something on his own instead of working for like a 9-to-5. So. Him or my friend Tyler, he's got his own landscaping business that he started as like a freshman in high school. He bought himself a Mustang and then sold that, got a BMW, sold that, and now has a crazy nice Audi and all on his own doing the landscaping. He's really good at what he does there. Yeah,
that's dope. Is he still in high school?
He just graduated. He's going to Bellarmine this year.
Oh, okay, good shit, man. What about you, my man?
We got a few people. Probably first be my uncle. He's a DJ. He's been DJing for years and for like Louisville, like the volleyball and like the football and stuff. So he's probably got a lot of crazy stories to put on here. And then another guy I met recently.
Yeah, give us the name.
His name is Jared Posey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's his DJ name?
DJ Impose.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. Another guy I met recently. His name is Fonz. You might know him, but he's big into fashion. He's doing like a Dillard's fashion show.
Black guy?
This fall, yeah.
Okay, I know you're talking about. Yeah. Older guy?
Yeah, older guy. Yeah. He's big into fashion. Like, he's doing a fashion show this fall. Gave me a lot of good advice so far, so he's probably a good guy.
So you looking to get in coaching?
Yeah. I want
for basketball?
Yeah. Anything. I was just like, I was a point guard, so I got that mentality to be the coach almost, so.
Yeah.
I feel like I can do it. And I like being around, I mean, like I did camps for the sales, did camps at Fern Creek, and it's just like being around kids and seeing them happy and them work through shit. Because some kids don't understand that you might play 2 minutes and this other kid's going to play the whole game. Yeah. But it's just because you got to work harder than him in practice, or you didn't work harder than him in practice. You got to learn that. So I want to teach the youth as much as I can. I like that Ethan's got a bunch of little brothers, so we can bring them into our store one day. I like giving people knowledge.
That's what's up, man. Giving back to the youth.
Yeah, definitely.
So, point guard. So, who was the best person you ever played with? Or played against, rather. Either one.
Played against, I would have to say Reed Shepard was probably
played against Reed Shepard?
Yeah, we played against Reed Shepard and Travis Perry that's going there this year. Travis Perry gave us 43. Reed Shepard gave us 37.
No shit.
Yeah.
This is a regular season game or like a
It was like Reed Shepard we played in the summer league game, and then Travis Perry we played at the holiday like shoot or whatever. It was a tournament or whatever. We played him there, but them two, and then Louisville. I played Kenyon Gooden in grade school. He plays at Bellarmine now.
Yeah.
Nah, he was weak. I don't know.
Oh man.
He a football player, no basketball player. Yeah.
You said who? He said Bellarmine now. Who'd you say?
Kenyon Gooden. He went to Rayfield. He was supposed to go to the Army to play football, and then Army's football team had some messed up stuff, so he's playing basketball now at Bellarmine. But he's a real athletic kid, good kid and stuff. So
y'all Louisville, Kentucky fans.
Kentucky, 100%.
Louisville, there you go.
Got someone right.
I got a lot more friends at UK, so I probably lean UK on.
He an IU fan.
So what y'all think about John Calipari, man? But he had a lot of talent this last year. He had Dillingham.
That's what he is. He's a talent. He can bring the talent, but he can't create the talent.
He can't, man. He just don't know what he's doing.
Connor will.
Yeah,
there you go.
I will bring the talent, but the thing is, with every player, they haven't done that good at Kentucky. All the star players, Julius Randle, he had a good year at Kentucky, but coming in rookie year, he was great.
Yeah,
I feel like he could have did better. A lot of people, Karl Anthony Towns, they sold the bag. I mean,
yeah, they did.
Comes in, win rookie of the year. I feel like the NBA produces some of these guys and races them up their first 2 year, and then you see them their fourth and fifth year, and they're superstars. But I don't think Cal does it. I don't.
Because DJ Wagner shouldn't have been starting.
Definitely not. I don't either see one over. Either one of them could have started. I mean, Rob or Reed. I feel like.
I didn't get that. I don't know.
But I think that's personal ties with his dad.
And they got 2 lottery picks, and both of them were coming off the bench. Like, how does that happen?
In that championship game against, like you said, he sold the bag. Karl Anthony Towns at 38, no season.
Yeah,
you got Devin Booker on the damn bench.
On the bench.
On the bench. I don't get that down. I don't know. I guess
for the USA team. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He's
now top 5 player in the world, and it's just.
So who's the GOAT?
LeBron.
What you about to say?
Jordan.
Nah.
Come on, get out of here.
Larry Bird better than Jordan.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Do y'all follow the dude we done with the 90s? Do y'all follow him?
Definitely.
He's hilarious, man.
Yeah,
he is hilarious.
I love him.
I got to keep him talent, though. I can't be giving myself a bad reputation. All these people are going to hate on me for saying LeBron's better than Jordan.
They ain't gonna say it. It's about 50-50.
Well, it's a different generation. I didn't get to witness him play. I seen clips of him play. So it's a little different on how we view it. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch both play, so you got a better view on it than we do. But for overall player, I would say LeBron's the best player ever. Best scorer ever, I would say Kobe or Jordan. One of them two.
KD.
Yeah. I could give you Kobe. He's a monster too.
I think Jordan
KD's the best scorer.
He was the best person to be a superstar. He carried himself well. He walks with swag. He had all the nice shoes, had all the nice clothes back then. So I feel like he was a good person to be raised up into the basketball community.
Yeah.
And he became bigger than basketball. Definitely.
I'll give you 2 reasons why people say MJ's the GOAT. First of all, because it's 20 years ago and we don't have him anymore. We still have LeBron, so they don't, appreciate him. Second is because MJ, he more elevated the game overall.
Yeah.
Like elevated the culture around basketball and, how many kids want to play and the shoes. All of that, people combine that and say, oh, he's the GOAT. Just because of, what he brought to the game. But we're talking strictly basketball, strictly hoops. LeBron wipes him every single stat, every single metric category there is. So
if you can't tell, he is obsessed with LeBron.
I'm not obsessed with him.
Except winning.
I just know the truth.
Huh?
I just know the truth.
I guess you could say that. Why you say he's better? LeBron's better than Jordan?
I mean, the Olympics were awesome this year. I mean, it was so fun to watch. And so I started going back. I was watching the 2012 Olympic team in the gold medal game, and then watched the 92 team in the Olympic game. And as you're going farther back, the competition's not as great. The 92 team,
right.
I mean, they're winning by 40, but these dudes
they were plumbers. Yeah, they
were not very
electricians.
good.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember MJ playing 7-4 sharpshooting slashers when he was in the league.
That ain't MJ's fault though.
I mean, okay.
It's not. It's not MJ's fault, and MJ gets all his credit because
Uh-huh.
he is top 3 for sure
Top
in my eyes. So I will say,
But what I do give LeBron the edge at, like you said, it's a lot more shooting. So Jordan could took a playoff. Like you only had maybe 2 or 3 scores on the court at the time. Everybody can light your ass up now. So there ain't no.
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
So
but Jordan also had a better team than LeBron's ever had. So
Yeah.
LeBron's
right.
playing against 10x better competition
He
and
played
as good
three
as
dynasties.
and is at the same level as Jordan was compared to the competition that he was playing. So it's like, I mean, if they played 1-on-1, I think we know who's winning, and it's not Jordan.
you gonna give credit to Scottie Pippen though?
What-
Why don't nobody give him credit? Nobody gives nobody.
I don't know.
He had a top 3
he's a-
defender on his team.
He's the best Robin, though. He ain't a Batman.
But I know. But I'm saying you gotta understand having the best Rodman
Yeah.
with a Batman
Uh-huh.
that helps a little bit. What if LeBron had?
The best Robin.
Say he had KD on his team though the whole
Exactly,
time.
yeah.
They would not. They would dominate
Curry.
every time.
LeBron had to
He
play.
had Kyrie for
LeBron
a
had to
while,
play
and
2 different dynasties.
Him and Kyrie could have worked out if they.
Dynasties.
The Spurs
Okay. he
and the
did.
Warriors.
He did. And back-to-back years. He didn't take a,
Literally.
It was a rough stretch.
During his whole prime, he's playing 2
Celtics
super
too.
dynasties.
Yeah,
Celtics
you know.
He ended that dynasty, though.
Yeah, he ended their whole life.
He was there for the
Yeah.
end of the Pistons.
Yeah. You can say he put the fork in them, too, when he dropped
Yeah.
it 25
Kinda.
straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That game is crazy.
It was.
And that's the thing
Thunder?
nowadays with LeBron and stuff. LeBron also gets who he wants on his team sometimes like
Uh-huh.
that. Jordan didn't have that. So Jordan did stick it out and he did hold down his team for the longest. So I give Jordan his credit where his credit's due, definitely. And I feel like it's just 2 different time periods where we can't really add it up.
I think Jordan was the best defender of all time. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I don't think he was the best defender.
I wouldn't say he's the best defender.
He's the best guard defender.
I'll put
He-
Tony Allen. You remember Tony Allen?
Tony Allen.
I would say he's the best ever.
He can lock somebody
See
up.
Grizzlies?
Yeah, Grizzlies.
Yeah,
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Where y'all put
Love.
Paul George at? How y'all think
George is
about
up there,
Paul
but
George, he just
not
got
in
injuries.
defense, but
And
25 maybe.
he's smooth. I like his game.
Yeah.
Like he's
like Kyrie but taller. I
yeah,
feel
he
like.
can dribble. He can shoot it. Right when he got hurt at the Olympics, he was probably a top 5 player in the league at that
he
time.
was? I don't think
On the
psych-
Pacers.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, no, maybe not in his head. He didn't have the dominance of other people, but when he was on the Pacers and played against
He was a
LeBron,
dog.
I mean,
Yeah. He
was
LeBron
out there
everything.
hooping.
Yeah.
He was hooping.
I think after the injury, he never came back mentally all
Nah.
the way because that was a gruesome injury right there. But
And I don't think he ever had the itch to be the man. I don't
Yeah.
think he wanted to be the man himself. Like ever since he's gotten hurt, I know he's gotten hurt, but he don't want to. He wants to be the kind of the second guy everywhere he's been.
uh-huh.
And even going to the 76ers, he's kind of the second guy. I kind of wish he would have went to the Pistons,
Yeah.
been their main guy, raised up Cade kind of a little bit. And
Uh-huh.
I think they would have been tough over there.
I don't think
And,
KD gets enough credit at all.
You don't think
KD's
so?
weak.
KD.
He can score, but he ain't no winner.
How come
He
he ain't?
Was
Yeah.
he won?
He had to play
He hasn't
prime
won anything
Bron.
by himself.
Was he won?
You're right, but
KD
you
ain't
don't
no
count
winner.
them 2 in Golden State. You don't count.
I count them. No, I think, but he also had the best team ever.
Yeah,
You
he
know
was
what
the
I'm
best
saying?
player on the best team, but then he's gone on his own
Yeah.
to be the best player with a.
And that's what I'm saying. KD is a
KD's
top 5 player. Yeah,
that's
he's
what-
definitely
okay.
a top 5 player. But I'm saying in the eyes of being number 1, KD couldn't touch number 1.
Yeah.
He
I
can't
don't
touch
think
it.
so.
He's underrated though in terms of all-time lists. They don't really put him top 5 much anymore.
Like you said,
I don't think he's top 5 all time. I think he's top 5 right
Eh,
now.
a lot of people hurt when he went to. I don't blame him for doing it, but he went to Golden State. A lot of people, then afterwards he left.
Because he lost to
Yeah.
them the year before.
Yeah.
That was the
that was
problem.
weak as hell.
Yeah.
That was wild. Yeah, you'll never see nothing like that again. That was the first time.
Yeah.
He got hated on so bad. Nobody
Unless he
else
goes
did.
to the Timberwolves. That's what everybody's saying right now.
Really?
Yeah, well,
What,
it's just a
5
joke
teams?
because they just beat him.
Yeah.
The Timberwolves beat him, and Anthony Edwards and him been like connecting.
He's a dog too, ain't he?
I love him.
I love watching
That's
him.
my next favorite player right there. I
Really?
think. Yeah.
Who?
He's kind of got the itch of Jordan and LeBron, so
Yeah.
maybe he'll
He's
be
got
good.
to be like Jordan's long lost son or something. The way I think he kind of lives into it because people talk about it. But the way he carries himself, his swag, how he walks around, how he plays, just like Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy.
Man, it was good talking to y'all, man. This is a good conversation. got a good aspect, different generations and stuff, but Jordan's still a GOAT. But this is the
Slip that in there.
yeah, this is the Big and Lazy podcast. So give us something big, something good to eat, and lazy, something good to watch.
I'll start.
Go ahead.
Big, something good to eat.
Like a restaurant.
Biggest steak you can find. I'd probably go Jeff Ruby's or J.W. Alexander's.
All right, you
got
go.
that money?
Restaurant.
Yeah,
He got
You said
money.
something big to eat.
yeah. Not something big, but something like just something good to eat.
Yeah,
It's-
I'd probably go any steak from
Mhm.
J.W. Alexander's. Or you said lazy. What was it for lazy?
Something good to watch.
Something good to watch. Inception.
Inception.
Yeah.
What's that about?
With Leonardo DiCaprio. It's about like how they would go into people's dreams and
Did you get the pictures? Mm-hmm.
they would go into people's dreams and like kind of control their mind. It's kind of a strange movie, but I like it.
Where could we find it? Was it on Netflix or something?
I don't know right now, but that's just my favorite movie of all time personally.
Really?
Yeah.
What about you, Ethan?
I'll agree with him on steak. That's my favorite food. If you can cook a steak good at a restaurant, I could eat that every single day.
Yeah.
And I'm a big like 80s, 90s movie guy. I like kind of like mystery movies, not like horror, but like where you got to figure it out. I like The Usual Suspects, and I can't think of what it's called, but it's got like Matt Damon, Leonardo DiCaprio.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh my God, I don't know.
What's it about?
They're like it's just like a crazy movie overall. It's like all over the place, but it's like they're killing each other and stuff, and like trying. It starts with a D, I think. The Departed or something.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like movies like that where you got to like plot twist, figure out what's coming next. Like I can usually read a movie pretty good, and I like older movies. The newer generation can't do it like they did.
I agree with that.
100%.
The superheroes, they kind of killed the superhero genre. They kind of
Yeah.
killed
Yeah.
movies.
You like Marvel?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I'm not really. I like X-Men more of a. I'm
Yeah.
an X-Men geek, but I'm superheroes. I'm cool.
For me, food wise, I eat anything, but probably my go-to some chicken, just chicken and rice. I eat that any day of the week.
That's
So.
a good meal right there. Chicken and rice.
I mean, I love Moe's and Qdoba, so
I was about to say Chipotle.
Yeah.
Do you do the phone trick? They scan. You act like you're recording them, and they give you more or some shit like that.
nah, I ain't done that yet.
Yeah, I
On
see-
TikTok, I have seen that.
Yeah.
What you talking about? Yeah, no, I ain't done. I need to try it though. I'm gonna try it.
What about you?
I'm gonna give y'all something to watch. It's called y'all seen it? It's called The Boys on.
Oh, my dad's been watching that.
That's
He
a
says-
good-
I watched
show.
that one.
Yeah.
I watched. It got crazy in like the last 2 seasons, but like
I'm just on the first season though. Like that's crazy seeing superheroes and shit.
I like
Yep.
Prison Break. It's a new show.
Prison
on
Break is fire.
Netflix.
Yeah.
It's about this dude. He gets locked up, and then his brother tries to get him out, but he gets tats of all the prison
Yeah.
like format on his body, and they figure out how to get out of the prison. And then he gets locked up, and now his brother's trying to get him out.
Really?
It's some crazy stuff, but I like it.
It came out a while ago, but I knew what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, it did come out a while ago, but it just came back out on Netflix. Yeah.
That's what I like about Netflix. It brings like new audiences and new.
Yeah.
Because have y'all seen Your Honor? That's on Netflix too. It's got the boy from Breaking Bad, Bryan Cranston. He's a judge down in New Orleans.
I haven't seen that. No.
I ain't heard
It just got 2 seasons and it's a really good show.
Really?
Yeah, and it came out on HBO Max about 3 or 4 years ago, but it just came on Netflix. And people talk shit on Facebook and oh man, it's a new show. I'm like y'all late as fuck. I ain't gonna spoil it for you, like, but it's a really good show, man.
You like Breaking Bad?
I love Breaking Bad.
Did you watch Better Call Saul?
I didn't get into Better Call Saul.
I love that too. I thought it was just as good.
I gotta sit down and give it a chance.
Did you watch Snowfall?
Yes, Snowfall. Yes, I love
Snowfall
Snowfall.
was good.
That was wild, man. That last episode hurt me, man. That was to see Frank go out like that.
If you ever seen the show Atlanta, that's probably my favorite show.
Oh, we just talked about that last episode, man. That was crazy. It's at dry humor and shit like that.
Yeah.
What I'm about to say, another one. Y'all seen The Wire?
Mm-mm.
Ah, that's a good one, dude.
I watched like the first 5 episodes, but it's like super slow to me, like
It
to
is.
get into. You know what I mean?
Mhm. But it's a good show, man. But it was a pleasure talking to y'all, man. Y'all welcome back anytime. Y'all want to shout out your socials? Where can they find y'all at? The address, whatever y'all want to shout out.
You can find me on Instagram on 502fitted or Connor Dick 7. You can hit me for either one. DM me. Got any questions about the store, about clothing, anything?
Find me at 502 Fitted or Josh Posey 1 on Instagram.
If you're local in Louisville, 6500 Bardstown Road, that's our store location. Pull up there. If you're not, follow the Instagram. Again, 502.sneaker, SNKRPlug, and we ship worldwide if needed, U.S. preferred. But, we'll get you right. We'll get you right.
Well, let me ask y'all this. Who y'all listening to? Who y'all got in the deck? Who y'all listening to?
No, more recently, I've liked a lot of old blues. But
There you go.
in terms of rap,
They rap anything. You don't got.
in terms of rap, I'll probably go Kanye right now.
That's what's up.
I'm more Future, Rollo,
There you go.
Lil Baby.
I feel like it's like nobody's like dominant right now in the rap game. Like I don't really have a favorite. It's kind of whatever's new is coming out.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, I just listen to whatever's good now. I've listened to a lot of Eminem right now. I liked his new album, and I went back and listened to all his old stuff. Shut up, why are you laughing at me? But I like a lot of old rap like that, Jay-Z and Kanye back then.
Lil Wayne.
Have you
Lil Wayne, yeah.
y'all going to the concert?
I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tickets are pretty cheap.
Yeah, they ain't that
I was supposed to go to Travis Scott's concert in Louisville like January, but he canceled it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Y'all listen to Kid Laroi? He's coming.
I've been to Kid Laroi's
he's coming
concert.
with him, yeah.
Yep, he's coming with him. They had a Fortnite. I was playing Fortnite for y'all fucking Fortnite.
Yeah.
They had like a little special on there, and I was, I got hip to his music. I was playing with my nephew.
You like Leroy?
Yeah, yep. I listened to a little bit of everything.
Yeah. I
that's
listened to
how
Leroy since he dropped his
country
first song. Like I was like 7th grade or something. He came out with his first song ever, and I've been on him. I've merged from his first drop and stuff. And
Really?
lately, he's been okay. He's kind of like been a little slower than he used to be. More rap, but I like him a lot. I went to his concert earlier this year with my girlfriend, and it was a really fun.
Down in Lexington?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that was dope. And we gonna end it just like that, man.
Just
Yeah.
got